If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
Yeah.
So far, so far.
Let's go, Cowboy Nation.
If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Yeah, you guys are listening in to Law Nation. My name is everything to say about this Cowboys team as relates to content and as relates to draft, as relates to film breakdown and beyond. I will be your host for about an hour or so. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio straight. We're going to talk about the final game of the year. It's the final game of the year, but we got this situation here though, Cowboy Nation. We do. We got this. We got to depend on other team to do something as it relates to the She-Goes. She-Goes. So that's the problem is right there. Can you guys hear me? Somebody said we can't hear you. Can you hear me now? Holla if you hear me. Can't hear you. Come on. Audio's good. Some people, you got to put it in the other ear. If you can't hear it out one ear, put it in the other ear. Let me know if you guys can hear me though. For real. We've been trying to get this thing right for everyone, and I think that I got it right for you all that's here. Shout out to Danny Woods, Pat. If you can't hear me on the Periscope, jump over to the YouTube page. Maybe you can hear me over here. Audio's good. John said they tanking. They tanking. I'm going to bootleg Scout Report. Jay Versick. What else they got, Versick? What's good, man? Audio 100 Quest. What's good with you, fam? All right. Alex Smith is going to ball. Look, my thing is, all we got to do is sit back and watch the Washington team become the Washington team, right? That's all we got to do, just sit back and let them become who they are. That's what we going to have to do. And look, I know, I get it. A lot of people look at the Eagles and say, well, they got nothing to prove, right? They try to get these good old draft picks, right? But I'm looking at Jalen Hurts. He got something to prove. He had a bad game last game, so he got something to prove, right? Let me know if I'm too loud now. I done turned it up, so let me know if I'm too loud. Was the music loud enough? Did you guys get to hear the music? Because I was jamming to the music. I was jamming to it loud and clear. Nina, yeah, we appreciate you. So we're going to do the mock draft today. And did you guys get a chance to see the football game yesterday? Did your team win? Did you win some money? Did you win some coins? Did you win all of that paper? Where my drops at? Did you guys win something? A lot of people have been talking about money and drafting. And did you win some of that? Did you get some of that? Did whoever thought that Trevor Lawrence, right? Shout out to the Laws, right? Would have been somebody who can propel this team. Like, let's say, for example, we had a time machine and we were to put Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Law, Trevor Outlaw, however you want to say it. If we were to put him on this team behind this offensive line, did you guys think that he would have been able to win more than 6 games, 7 games this year? Or if you insert him into the New York, not the New York. Yeah. The Jets. Yeah, the Jets. If you put him on the Jets, yeah. I'm thinking about the Giants. But if you put him on the Jets, would have been able to propel that organization and franchise? Huh? Football is a strange lady, like Brian Broaders always says, right? Football is a strange lady. Maybe she's a lady with hairy armpits and hairy legs. Who knows, right? And refused to shave. Do you see Patrick Surtain? But who really jumped out to me on that game was Barmore, Christian Barmore. They didn't even think about passing Patrick Way, but Barmore, that kid, yeah. that kid showed us something, man. And I did a few mocks, and he dropped all the way to the third. I'm just saying. Well, no, he dropped to the second, mid-second. Who cares about Trevor Lawrence? This is from Clint. No, I just heard that, tank for Trevor. And he might come to the NFL and not have to study, can focus only on football and be the next Joe Montana, That's who he remind me of as far as his frame, a taller Joe Montana. I be like, man, this guy need a sandwich. If you think he getting folded up by Ohio State, that brother need a sandwich. Look, I kid you not. You throw the ball more with your legs than anything else. And his legs like little two toothpicks out there. He gonna have to get some weight on him. Jordan Davis, UGA. Jordan Davis, his stock is somewhere dropping too. Love Barmore Harris. Oh, did you see the other kid, Sermon? Oh my goodness. That kid is fast and elusive, and he's a big boy. He's pretty dope. Fields look better. Look, my thing is what Fields was doing or was able to do, what have you out there, it was to make those pro football throws. And I'm not counting the throws on the outside. To get on that pro level, you got to throw that ball in the middle of the field. That brother was, and I was looking at the Kendricks kid. I was like, oh, Lord, there go another Clemson kid, a DB, getting burnt. I mean, good Lord. Now, I understand that the over-the-top safety help, he's supposed to have that. But, man, when you line up 10 yards off the LOS and you still getting burnt like toast, I think that Kendricks, they need to take him off the top 10. I'm talking about DBs because he had a horrible game last night. Y'all saw that? I give Sean Wade a little pass on the John said 2 picks. But I give Sean Wade a little pass on his technique. But he did a whole lot. He did a better job than Kendricks. From Clemson, number 1. Don't y'all know that they have the nerves? The experts have the nerves. and it's almost blasphemous when they put Kendricks above J.C. Horn. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting like, whoa, hold on. You guys watching any tape? I know that Kendricks is raw. Used to be a quarterback in high school, went from quarterback to wide receiver, tried out for Clemson as a wide receiver. Ultimately, they was too loaded in that category. Kicked him at the cornerback role. He stayed there, so he's still raw, but dog it. I mean, he let his feet. He don't get it. He don't play under his feet. Oh my goodness. You from Texas? I'm from Mississippi. Man, I'm from Mississippi. The audacity. Yeah, Asmodeus, that's the word I was looking for. Audacity. How you have the audacity? Barack Obama came out with the book, The Audacity of Hope. Man, he got something else type of audacity. They have something else as it relates to that. J.C. Horn, he's going to be a dog. And they got Kendricks above Asante Samuels Jr., not the senior, because he'd already had his time in the sun here in the NFL land. All right, let me get back to football, because when I start, look, you guys can tell I'm passionate about safeties and defensive backs. I love those categories. Shout out to all of the other positions. But I do believe, I absolutely do believe in the front four. I believe that help out a lot of things. That's right, John. Appreciate you. He says great broadcasting. Look, man, when you putting out the love and adulation, let me see if I can give you one of these war calls.
This is spot.
All right, Law, Owuzie and Dalton have COVID-19. I thought that they already came out with that report. The report was that Darian Thompson, he will be missing from this game. And Natchez, Mississippi's own Justin Hamilton, he would not be playing this weekend. So those are the two guys that they said that will not be able to play. I think that the article that you were referring to is an article about who all had it, this year or this season or what have you. And that's just the craziest thing. So what I'm going to do now is, let me see if I can do this. I want you guys to participate, and I hope that I can do it better this way. There's a waiting room that I will have out here if you have Zoom, and I'll still do the show, and I'll bring individuals on one by one, and it would just be strictly audio until I figure out the other half of it, and that way everybody can have their insight. But you'll be in the waiting room. Hopefully you'll be able to still hear, but here's the link, and mods, try not to kick anybody out. That's the link to it right there, Cowboy Nation. And let me see if I can just bear with me 1 second. Let me pin it to my YouTube because I can't pin it this way. I'm going to pin the link to my YouTube page to be at the top. Really appreciate everybody on this beautiful morning. I hope you guys got your cup of joe. All right, so that's the link. And you'll jump in or what have you. And it's a waiting room for Zoom. And you formulate your thoughts, formulate your opinions or what have you. And that's where you can interact with the show. Basically, I'll bring you on aboard. And that's how it goes. You just have to have good internet and these sorts of things. See, I have Matthew Turner. Let's just do this, Matthew. You'll be the first guinea pig, and then we will go from here, okay? So, Matthew, you're live on the show, and let me know if you can hear me and these sorts of things. If you want to jump in. Oh, Matt, we lost you. Well, I think this is Porpika. I hope I said your name right. Let me add you to the show, and hopefully they'll be able to hear you or what have you. Let me know. Say something. She ran off or he ran off. That was a lovely restroom, by the way. I was able to see that. All right, so look, Josh, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Exactly the response I expected. This is from Mel. Take care of business, New York. Worry about the Eagles. Yeah. And here's the thing. A lot of people looking at it like, okay, we play against the Giants. That's a W. And then the Washington team, we pray and hope that they lose or what have you. And we in the playoff, right? It don't work that way. The Giants are looking at it like, okay, from Giants' corner or from the Giants' points of view, they may be looking at it like, okay, cool. We play against the Giants, we play against the Cowboys or what have you. Oh, they beat us the first game. We got something on them. We learned that, hey, if this would have happened, if that were to happen, we would have won the game. So they're not really dominating against us, basically. We beat them. The Washington team lose. We in the playoffs, right? Something like that at 6-10. So they got every ounce to fight for this game too. So it should be a game where they're going to not hold back punches. They're going to be throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at us as well. So we got to be cautious enough to know that, okay, we're playing on their turf. It's a home game for the Giants. We still got to establish these principles in order for us to win this game. And I know that a lot of people looking at it like, "Oh, come on, man. Just lose the game, bro. Look, just take it out. We'll have a better draft pick. Don't try to scoot this thing all the way back. If you really like Caleb Farley or if you really like the Pitts kid, look, just lose this game. You know, it ain't really that important. Not like we going to beat them and then go to the playoff and then beat the Buccaneers and then beat whoever else. But there's some strange things happening in the NFL. Jay Versick says Skip Bayless put targets on the Cowboys' back. See, Skip Bayless is all about all talk, but Crazy Corvette, appreciate you, man. But you guys know how it goes right here. Let's see, Jason Garrett secretly has our back, you know. Hey, low key, you know, at the beginning of the year when the Eagles picked up Jalen Hurts, they failed to realize he is a Cowboys fan, right? He had the Cowboys hat and everything. So he might have been looking at it like, hey, man, I'm going to do my best, man. But when we play against the Cowboys the first game, I'm going to do my best to be able to allow them to win. I'm just joking, though. I'm just joking. Skip, this is from Dad. Appreciate you. Why lose now, Law? It makes no sense. This is from Rakeem. That's what I'm saying. I was speaking sarcastically, or you know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes, right? I'm speaking sarcasm. Yeah, John, we appreciate you. Gary Phillips says, yeah, beat the Giants. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up, Conscious Machine. All right, Matthew, I'm going to try you again. Hopefully we can get it right this time. Let's get it right. Matthew, you're live. Let me unmute you, man. We're going to get you right, Mac. You live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're the first person on this type of platform. Talk to me, man.
What's happening, man? Love your show. Love the late night hype.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. Hold on before you go further into your wonderful soliloquy. The nation, the people in the audience, the chat, can y'all hear Matt? Let me see. I'm going to wait and see if they can hear you, man. Yeah. Yeah, say something, Matt, man. Let me see if they can hear you. Or what do we go by, man? Yeah, they said they can hear you. Dr. Football said he can hear you, man. Talk to me, man.
All right, man. This season is not what we really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I love to see that our team has not given up and they still have a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see how the team hasn't gave up on the coach either.
Right.
I wouldn't mind having Mike Nolan again. I don't think he's the complete problem, in my opinion.
Okay.
I say that because if you watch film, I coach the game, I watch film, some of the things the players can prevent. Like sometimes the linebackers look like they don't read their keys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, the Ravens game.
Mm-hmm.
In the Ravens game that I think it was 4th and 2 when the QB the read option.
Right.
Any linebacker know that you coach to follow the guard, whoever pulling the guard or tackle, not the running back.
Right.
So I don't care what the running back did. If you know you playing a running quarterback, if you see that big 300-pound guard pull with Lamar Jackson, you should know he's running the ball. So sometimes the linebackers look real lost out there.
My goodness, man, you're right on the money with it. Now, here's the situation. That what level of football that you coach? Was it middle school, high school, Pee Wee?
I coach
high school. Okay. Are you still coaching as of today or?
Yes.
Okay, 5A, 3A, 6A now. Which
4A.
level? 4A. Okay, so that's a good level of competition. So that means that you plan to get some guys that at least got some weight on them. 220, 230,
right.
240 and beyond. And it's
right.
good because of the amount of population out there where you at. So you coach those guys, those techniques, right? There's principles. That's the core principles, the bases that they supposed to be able to identify, right?
Right.
So Mike Nolan's, his defense, he rolled that out. Are you with the mindset, is it just the player's mindset, they're not buying into what he was selling earlier, or is just a certain skill set of the players? Which one is it?
Well, with Jalen Smith, I think it's the skill set. I don't think he's a good coverage linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'll do good as an edge guy to set the edge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, okay. So he's the
right.
edge guy, not okay. I feel exactly what you said. I have no rebuttal on that. You identify some things that mean big game James Sky and other Cowboys YouTubers and beyond been echoing the same thing. Now, I don't know why the Cowboy coaches and staff and stuff like that don't recognize that. And I do know that there are going to be some people that will pull up his stat and they'll say, hey, man, he's second behind one other linebacker in the NFL as it relates to tackling.
Right.
But not all tackles are created equal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that makes any sense.
And you can bring in any defensive coordinator, but if you don't have the players that can do what your scheme is you coach them to do, it would not work if you don't have the skill to. I don't know if they teach that, but they should teach the basic linebacker skill. Because if Jalen Smith not be able to do what you ask him to do, he's not going to be able to do it in any scheme.
My goodness, man. What's your YouTube name, fam?
Oh, Matt Turner Productions is my YouTube name.
Yeah, oh, my goodness. Okay, you got your full government name out there. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, your production is pretty good, man. A good, solid call, man. I'm going to bring in David, and then we're going to do a few mock drafts or what have you, but I really appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Are you gonna hang around in the chat over here, or you gonna leave?
Oh yeah, I'm hanging around in the chat.
Okay, okay, cool. I'm just gonna mute you right here and bring in old boy over here. Let me see. Bam, here we go. David.
Yo.
What's good, man? For a moment, man, hey, no lie, dog. You look just like Emmett, man. I look down. Did you get that?
No, not really, man. No,
It could be the angle. Look, man, I wish I could put your face on the screen here. But talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
So I sort of, agree with the last caller. I do feel like Mike Nolan, the game has passed him by. You know what I mean? I too coach high school football 4A here in Maryland in the DC area. And again, our scheme, in my opinion, does not fit the personnel. So the personnel and the scheme really has to line up together. If you got 4-3 personnel and you running a 3-4 scheme,
right?
That and then we as a Cowboy Nation, always expecting a great pass rush. We're not going to get that because you handicap your pass rushers by running a 3-4 scheme, because there's a difference with your hand in the dirt than standing up. People don't think there's a difference. There really is. Because pass rushing, because I coach defensive line.
Oh, you down and dirty, man. You on the line.
yeah. That's what the game is won at, in the trenches. You know what I mean? So there's a read key and there's your pressure key. So if I'm lined up in a 7 technique, the tackle is definitely my pressure key, but my read key, my eyes gotta go. I gotta sort of feel what the tackle's doing, but I gotta eye the quarterback, because if they're running read option, my responsibility, is quarterback. You know what I mean? With your outside backers having pitch, or and the inside backers having the fullback. So, in the read option scheme, and there's a lot of spread with your RPOs, which ain't nothing but read option. Your reads, they change. So in regards to the linebackers, I think we have a good set of linebackers, but I do think the coaching is suspect. I would like to see Sean Lee retire as a linebacker coach, because he's very instinctive. I think what he has could rub off on Jalen, Van Der Esch. If we could find somebody in the draft, that would be a good source of tutoring at the linebacker position.
Right.
I do agree with you. We need some safeties. I don't know where we could get that from in the draft or free agency. I thought we should have signed Earl Thomas.
Right.
In my opinion, I felt we should have got him. He's a good character guy. And he would have brought some fire through the locker room. So
when you say good character guy, you know how that go. You got to preface the statement when you say that. You know how that go, fam, right?
Right, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so we say good character, meaning as it relates to on the field, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
definitely,
Okay, good. Now, I do know that he punched
definitely.
somebody in the face over there on Ravensland, and I said at the start of the year they're gonna miss that safety, and what happened here? You saw a few games that had a little hiccups, but I think that man, what they're doing on the offensive side of the ball, putting everybody in the mix like that, putting them basically in a blender, it's been crazy. So
Agreed.
I would say that the Ravens will be a dangerous team heading into the playoffs or what have you, and I would say too is that even though they missed Earl Thomas, they figured things out on the defensive side of the ball with the guys that they got, but it took them a minute though.
Yeah, exactly. It did. It did. And I really do think they're playing inspired football right now.
Mm-hmm.
The new term, what they say, complementary football. I would like the defense to kind of add up to what the offense is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's my spiel, man. You know what I mean? Like, I love the Cowboys. I've been in love with them since I was born in '72. My father bought me a Roger Staubach uniform. It was the first uniform I ever put on, and I've been hooked ever since.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Me as well. I really appreciate you so much, Dave. What's your YouTube name?
David Crisp Jr.
All right, you're Junior, man. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, man.
man.
Appreciate you,
Yeah,
fam.
man.
Salute.
Appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you do, man. I love the station, man.
Thank you so much, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He said, yes, sir. All right, Nicholas and Miss Jackie, I saw y'all in the chat. But let's do a quick mock, and I'll bring y'all on. Hey, Dave, you can hang around in here, or you can hang around back on the YouTube pages. It doesn't matter, man, where you hang around at. That link will be at the top of my page on YouTube, Cowboy Nation. You can click here. And that's how you join into the audio. It's just a little conference over there. They partying over there. I think that Matthew, he just set out some beers, man. We got some chicken wings and everything over there. we got a party going on over there. All right, so let me pull up this mock draft, man, and let's pull this up right quick. Two of them. What happened here? How I got two screens? Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Building the play while it's in the air, huh? Oh, I see what happened. Bam, there what happened. How did I do that? How did I make that mistake? Okay. We're going to fix it right quick. It don't take that long to fix it. Bam. Just moving around some stuff right here. And here we go. Flatten that out right here. How in the world? Here we go. Simulator. There we go. Remember that song, It's Time for the Percolator. It's time for the percolator. All right, bam. We got to go to properties. And you guys are watching me build this thing right here. Bam. Go here. And it still didn't work. What the world? Properties, bear with me. I bet you it worked now. Better work now. There we go. You better work now. Boom. That's the sound effect that I'm looking for. All right, and you can still see my chest. Give me a few more seconds. Normally, I have it all prepared. And as they say, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. So I wasn't prepared, I guess. I had that locked. So bam, slide move this around right here. And I'm going to spin it on this side. Yeah, don't want to stretch it too bad. Right there. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to the Low Nation Film Session. I'm going to play some tunes while I'm doing this. Yeah. Look at that.
You have to.
On the fly, baby.
And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you
Let that beat kick in for a second, right?
You have to follow that because you don't know who you're going to be.
Hey. All right. Y'all feeling me, right? Y'all feeling me, right? Y'all feeling me, right? All right, so here we go. We're going to pick the Cowboys. We're going to go 3 of them. We're going 3 rounds. We're going to go let's draft. And if you are in the waiting room, shout out to you, Nicholas. Shout out to you, Matthew, again, and David. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right, so we got the 11 pick now. Remember when we did this earlier, we had the quote-unquote 8th or 7th pick. All right? So you guys can see right now, they got a trade offer on the table. It's on the gridiron. Yes, Akeem. Was it Raphael said, hurry up, man, hurry up. Leave me alone, Raphael. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone for... They shooting over here, Raphael. All right, so they got the 39th pick, the 74th pick. Look, the 2022 first and the second. Man, don't you know I'll do this so quick, baby. But in this world, in this reality, we don't have that chance nor opportunity, right? In real life, would you take that offer? But I know those 2022 picks. But I figured something else out. I'm banking on the fact that the Giants can go crumble next year, right? You got their first and second. What if the Giants go like 4-12 or something like? Boy, I tell you, boy, that would have been crazy. But that's a story of a different day. We can't do it in this mock. That offer is not that bad. Well, you'll have to have the Titans to go really, really bad next year for it to be really sweetened. But that offer really not bad. For the 25th pick, you're sliding back. You'll have to go with a defense. Maybe you get a defensive tackle. Jim Law, some people hiding behind the internet. What about this one? You only sliding back now in real life. Let's be real, Cowboy Nation. In real life, that ain't that bad, right? You giving up the 77 pick, you sliding back a few, and you get the Patriots next year's first. But the Patriots, believe it or not, they might end up. Well, no, that's still good because where they picking at in the draft next year? It's gonna be pretty. No, we don't know. But nah, we're gonna reject them all. Rejection. Shoot him down, baby. Shoot him down. All right, so with the 11th pick, look, there's still Kyle Pitts out there. We got Trey Lance, who is a dog, man. Just look up his stuff, man. Hey, Trey is my guy. We got Davis over here, OG, offensive guard Davis. You got Patrick Surtain. Did y'all get a chance to see Surtain the other day? Take Cowboy Nation, have a great time. This is Stan, time for bed. Shout out to you, Stan. Get that rest in. And then you got Slater. You can solidify your tackles right here with Slater. Where you guys are going with, where you guys are formulating your mind to. Cowboy Nation, have a great time. Yes, should have a counter with the Patriots. Yeah, but only got 3 rounds here, so I really don't, have the full landscape of everything. And then we can't really see into the future as relates to this mock draft simulator. Pitts or Surtain. What's your heart of hearts would say? We go ahead and say, okay, I do know that Tyron Smith, he's long in the tooth, right? As relates to football life, not in real life. Stan, what's good with you? Thank you so much for making the donation to help elevate and alleviate and push out the nation to the best possibilities. J.C. Horn is from Larry Jack. A lot of people sitting Surtain out there. We're fine at tight end. Now, this is from Dad. He said that we're fine at tight end. What about Surtain? We need to go defense regardless. This is from Raphael. Take Trey Lance, groom him, keep Dalton. This is from Dr. Football. That meaning that you're moving on from Rain, Dakota, right? Here we got Joshua in the house. Let me see what Nicholas got to say. I'm going to ask Nicholas to jump in since he's been waiting over here for a minute on my Zoom meeting over here. Nicholas, what you got to say? You're live.
Hey, Law.
What's good? All right, I got the first pick on the board. I got between. Have you been following the draft, Nick?
Yeah, a little bit. I watch a little bit of college football.
Okay, who's your college football team, or what team did you saw yesterday?
Yesterday I watched the Notre Dame Alabama semifinal game, the Rose Bowl.
Okay. Notre Dame, they had tried to put up the fight, but they couldn't keep up, right?
Yeah, I watched their team play yesterday. He played pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that
So
he could be an outside corner for us, or they kick him inside and he just have to learn from there, or what do you think about him on the Cowboys?
I think that would be a good pickup because you could pair him with his former Alabama teammate Javon Diggs, and I think if give them a couple of years, they'll be one of the two of the best corner duos in the NFL.
So with this first pick, we got the 11th pick of the draft right now. I got Lance on the board. I got Pitts, and I got a tackle guy that I can pick up named Slater. Or should I just go ahead and pick Surtain, and then we'll figure out the rest down the road?
We don't really need a tight end because we already got Blake Jarwin and Dalton Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line, that could work, but I feel like we need to focus on defense. I feel like we can get another offensive lineman later in the draft.
Okay.
Cornerback should be our number one focus going into the draft. Defense, at least first.
Okay, so we're gonna pick Surtain based off of your knowledge right here, and we're gonna get to the second pick, and then I'm gonna have you on the line here, and then we're gonna see where we're gonna go from here, man. This is your day. This is your draft board. But talk to me. What's on your mind, though?
Going into the game against the Giants, I feel like we can win this game. I feel like we can win this game pretty easily. But my fear is the Eagles. They have 9 players that are injured, so I feel like they're trying to purposely lose this game so they can get the higher draft picks. So I don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to win the game.
So you don't know. Well, my thing is, it's crass of the Eagles, what have you, to rest their starters if they're healthy. You know, it'll be crass of them to do that, especially on a rivalry game. And I wish that the Washington team come in there talking some noise, and that a lot of things can change from there. You know. And I hope that could be the situation and scenario. Let me scheme through here. Yeah.
I also heard that I think Alex Smith is ready to play.
Yeah, I heard about that. He could be rusty, though. You know, a lot of times people look at it like, okay, he's going to get out there, he's going to throw the ball around and do these sorts of things, but he could be rusty because he haven't played.
And he could also not be 100%. He still could have a gimpy leg still. So the Eagles could try to exploit that and try to, hit him around a little bit.
No doubt. Now, we got the 47 pick is up on the board right now. The BPA, the best player available, is Tony from Florida, Kadarius Toney. We got my dog Javon Holland from Oregon. He's out there. And with the 43rd ranked player, we got Christian Barmore. You saw him last night. Did you get a chance to see a little of his tape?
Yeah, he looked pretty well. He looked pretty good. Mm-hmm. He looked pretty good around his other teammate, Dylan Moses.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he could be a solid plug-in player for a team that needs a linebacker that can cover.
You talking about Moses, Dalen Moses? He's down there too, and they got Ashantae Samuels right above him as it relates to BPA standards right here. Do you go with a defensive tackle to solidify this team, or do you go with a safety or a cornerback? Because we just picked up a cornerback in Surtain with the first pick.
I feel like we could go either defensive tackle or safety because I heard that Jim McCoy is coming back, so he could, we could use we could use a safety because we already have one in Donovan Wilson, so I think we can use another safety.
This board is falling right in line with you, man. So we got Javon Holland from Oregon. He was the best safety on the board, according to the pros. I like some I guess, people that's on the low end, like Wiggins or what have you. He's been solid. He just battled through some injuries or what have you. I think that if he didn't have that injury, I think he would have been a little bit higher. And he's from Cincinnati. Have you seen his tape?
I've seen a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, I'm going to skip past these trades offer. We'll do a trade offer on the next time around. All right, so we got the 77th pick. The highest guy on the board is Kenneth Gainwell. And they got Hamshi. I think that's how you say this guy's name, from Florida State. And they got an edge guy Zion.
Is there any linemen available?
Lineman, offensive lineman, like offensive side.
Yeah, offensive linemen available.
They got Trey Smith. He's a guard from Tennessee. But the tackle, Rasheed Wallace, he's available as well from Penn State.
My only concern is Tyron Smith's getting up there in age, and I don't know if he's going to be able to play a full 16-game season. So I think we might need to draft his replacement.
Well, this is the third round here. And if you want to do that, then it may be Kennard from Kentucky or Jenkins. But just for sakes of, I haven't seen film on all of these guys, I will go with this right here. Rasheed Walker. All right, so I really appreciate you, man. What else are your thoughts out here, man, for this team coming up, this coming up game and beyond? What's your thoughts on this?
Coming towards free agency, the one thing I don't like when it comes in terms of free agency is that Jerry Jones always looks for like the guys you can get on the cheap. If you really want to be like, where we want to be next year, which is possibly Super Bowl contenders, you need to go out there and you need to find yourself a one big market free agent that we can potentially get, like an Isaiah Simmons, because I don't like how Jerry likes to bargain sale during free agency, and that kind of screws us over when it comes during the season.
No doubt. That's been their philosophy now for a couple of years, and it's crazy in the sense that they do that. But we'll figure out, man, down the line. Man, I really appreciate you, man. You was a great call, man, jumping on and testing out this new format. I really appreciate you so much, man.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Salute. Give him one of those, man. Good call from here. Shout out to you, Dave, man. I see you still in the house, man. All right, so that was pretty good, right? Let me show y'all what the results are, what have you. Let me pull this around. Give me a few seconds. Shout out to you, Dave, man. I see you still in the house, man. All right, so that was pretty good, right? Yeah, so give me a few seconds. All right, bam. Here's our results right here. We have Patrick Surtain, first pick. We have Javon Holland, second pick. Third round, offensive tackle, Rasheed Walker. I said Rasheed Wallace earlier, right? Rasheed Walker, by the way. So that is who we have right now on our list there. Does Justin Fields shoot up the draft stock? Yeah, Justin Fields going to Caesar. Justin Fields is all the way up there now, And he still might go second. He still might go second pick overall. They still might go with Trevor Lawrence because he still got unbelievable potentials. Maybe get those leg weights up or what have you, and maybe he falls into a better system. Not saying that it's a system better than Clemson, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? But these are our first mock draft of the year, right? This is New Year, so this is my first mock draft of the year. How do you guys feel about this? Give me a grade level in the chat. Give me a grade level. Give me a grade of this draft. Law Nation fan, appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Javon is a slot corner. This is from Joshua Parker. We'll see where they're going to put him and fit him at. And on this next level, combine changes everything. Combines are the sugary substance, right? It's the sweet stuff. Really, you really can't dial into it. It's the underwear Olympics, right? But it do help out your draft stocks because you're really not going to be running a 40, a straight line 40 in the NFL, right? Right? Jay put as a B plus. Santana says A plus. Well, A. Javon is a strong safety overall DB. Barmore over safety. I feel you on that one. B/B minus right around there. I'd rather have took Barmore. This is from James. He loves it. This Jim. Shout out to the Laws. We can't have Xavier Woods out there anymore. Yeah, I agree. If our line get beat, nothing works, right? True that. Let me see with my dog over here. David, what's your thoughts on everything? Let me unmute you, man. What's your thoughts on this draft?
I like it. I was trying to see, did we grab a D tackle?
We didn't grab a D tackle. We picked the safety over him, over Barmore or over anybody. But in the fourth, you could have picked up Marvin Wilson. He would have been there in the fourth. He been dropping on this draft board thing that I've been doing.
And that's been my first pick for us is Marvin Wilson.
That's crazy because he been dropping in the fourth, and as well as the kid from UGA, the Jordan Davis. He been dropping in the fourth. So if I do a mock draft, let me do another mock draft. I don't keep you on the line, man. You cool? You good with everything?
Yeah.
You holding tight?
Some stuff out as we moving, but I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me just do another one then. Let me go back and refresh everything, and then we'll do 4 rounds this time. And let's see. Bam. Give me a few seconds, Cowboy Nation. And we're going to do 4 rounds. We're going to do no trade offers or nothing like that. We're just going to keep it cool, okay?
Sounds good.
Yep. 10, 11, okay. Oh, man, I didn't pick a team. God dog it. Let me drop back again. They were with Watt Davis. I got it on auto. Hold on.
No.
All right, let me go all the way back. Give me a few seconds.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was my bad right there. I didn't pick a team. You got to have your team.
I'm about to, though.
Oh, what you about to eat some cereal?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'll be there. Let me just drop my daughter off right here in Woodmore Town Center, and then I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. All right, so they got a draft. I didn't want to say the thing because they can hear your personal conversation there. I didn't want to bring them up. You know how they go, right? We ain't gonna do no, Dave. We're not gonna do no trade offers. All right, so we got the 11 pick. You there, Dave?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Trey Lance, we got Kyle Pitts, got Devontae Smith, who's going to be a dog man coming out of this draft. Wide receiver from Alabama. We got Surtain still there. We got Rashawn Slater. Where you want to go with the first pick?
Again, D tackle, man. I want the Jordan Davis kid or Marvin Wilson, either one.
Well, this is the first round right here. I think that they can drop into what? Probably down to the third or the fourth. So if you go right now, we got Patrick Surtain right there. We got Devontae Smith. We got a Kyle Pitts. Are you familiar with any of those guys?
Yeah, Kyle Pitts is the tight end kid, right?
Right, from Florida.
From Florida. Yeah, I do like him. It's just hard, Law, because I always believe in building a football team from the front to back, and you always start down in the trenches.
Right.
But if I had to take a pick, production-wise,
I done moved on. I got Surtain now, so I'm gonna see if we can find a D tackle. I'm gonna see if we can find a D tackle.
Who?
Say again.
So Patrick Surtain, who he's a DB.
DB out of Alabama. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna question this theory here and see if we can get a defensive tackle that's high on our mind in the fourth. So let me see if we can do that. So with the 47 pick, so I went with Surtain.
Okay.
Now we got the Barmore kid here. Let me see if I can go with Barmore here. No, I'm gonna go with Alex Leatherwood. That's solidifying our front. Remember, we want to build from the trenches out, right? Or from the inside out. So Alex Leatherwood from Bama. I got him in the second. They're going to be like, dog, this is going to be the Bama Cowboys.
Hey, look, we got the Bama Redskins going on, so why not?
Right. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get me a defensive tackle in the fourth. And this is just all me just trying to guinea pig this thing all the way through. Really appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank everybody that's tuning in. Alex Leatherwood, don't y'all sleep on him, though. I know it's not the sexy pick, Yeah, damn, this is good. They giving up. Let me reject this. Let me see. All right, so we got the 77 pick. So I went with safety. Well, I went with cornerback. I went with offensive tackle. And now we got the 77 pick, which is our third round. And I'm going to try to go with the
second
safety.
place when I was.
I'm going to try to go with safety right here. And then I'm going to see if I can swing back in the fourth to get a quote-unquote defensive tackle. I like this Wiggins kid, though. And they got Cisco, who's from Syracuse right there. But give me a few seconds here. Defensive tackle. I like this Wiggins kid, though. And they got Cisco. All right, give me a few seconds. I'm going to go with Cisco for a quick second. Wiggins is nice, though. Wiggins is very nice. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get somebody as far as that in the fourth round. Let's see if I can find me a defensive tackle in the fourth. It's going, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate everybody that's watching. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. All right. There we go. He dropped all the way to the fourth. David, you're back. You're back unmuted now. Unmute your coach. Unmute your mic.
Oh yeah, let's get him. Let's get him.
See now he dropped all the way to the fourth.
Yeah, let's get him.
See now you get your big boy. Let me see.
Oh yeah, let's get him. Let's get him.
See now he dropped all the way to the fourth.
Yeah, let's get him.
Appreciate you, man, for tuning in, brother.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So we can go defensive heavy in this draft is what we uncovering right here. All right, you guys see where it goes from here, right? So we got defensive heavy draft, right? Patrick Surtain with the first. Or we could have went and answered our overall collective need as it relates to need versus BPA. We could have went ahead and drafted in the first round a Slater with the 11th overall pick. And with the 47, I think that maybe you go get a Shante Samuels or somebody like that. But what we did in this particular draft, we went with Patrick Surtain, and then we went with Alex Leatherwood. That leather, that's some hard leather there. And then we got Cisco, who I kind of like Wiggins a little bit above Cisco, but I went with the popular vote that's in the chat log there. And I went with Cisco. And then we went and got Marvin Wilson with the 108th selection there. So how do you guys like that? If that was the Dallas Cowboys' first 4 picks in the draft, would you guys be in love with that? What grade level would you guys give me on this one? Would you be angry? Would you be upset? And say, hey, this is terrible. Wilson in the chat said, man, this is terrible. A lot of people say this is terrible. A lot of people don't like it. What would have been a great draft? Slater, then Samuel Jr., this is from Wesley King. Yeah. Asante Samuel was a bomb. His kid isn't even as good as him. This is from Craig 22. Man. All right, I see some grades out there. I see an F, a C, a B. Akeem, he's putting out there an A. Cisco would get exposed. This is a C plus. Would Cisco be better than Xavier Woods, right? Would he be better than X Woods? Can he give us any level or skill set or hope and possibilities to be better than X Woods, right? And think about this too. You know, when we look at the draft, it's depending, especially when we get into the deeper areas, on who they match up with. See, because of Cisco. Hey, Cisco is cool as long as he don't release the dragon, right? As long as he don't release the dragon. If he don't release that dragon, then we good, right? As long as he don't release that dragon, he'll be all good. Yeah. Benjamin, shout out to you, man. I'm glad that he didn't say draft Fields or Lawrence. Yeah, Wilson or Panay. True, but if they both getting beat in the end, Wesley King, yeah, you're right. Javon is nice, Santana. He is nice, man. All right, Cowboy Nation, you guys know how this thing go. How long I've been live? Let me see how long I've been live. Don't tell me how long. Somebody in the chat box, let me know how long I've been live. I'm on a time constraint right here. It's Saturday. You know how to go. NFL nepotism rarely works out. The kids don't come out of their mothers as Pro Bowlers because of their draft, their critical their dad played. I don't know. That could be challenged though, because the Matthews blood pool or gene pool or DNA pool, however you want to call it, been pretty solid. The Gronkowskis, they've been up and down. You know, I think that the other Gronkowski, it was 3 of them, right, all together, right? And then we have the Watts out there. So, I don't know. Then you had a pair of twins that was out there. I don't know, man. 57 minutes against all odds. Appreciate you. All right, nearly an hour. Okay. I told the Queen of the Peace Corps that I would be only in here for an hour. And then when I get some more free time, I'll jump back in if that's okay with you guys, if you guys want to do that. And we can play. I finally beat that mission the other day that I was trying to do on Grand Theft Auto. To hold the gun, I had to get really steady on it. It took me about 30 tries to beat that particular part of the game. So I will be jumping in with this thing in a few. The Bosa brothers, yes. So we're going to get this thing going the best way, the right way possible. Cowboy Nation, I want to see some fire and some flame emojis everywhere. Let me see if I can get my fire there. There's my fire. Let me see if I can stretch it out a little bit better. Yeah. I want to see all of those good things for you guys, man. Let's continue to grind. Let's continue to shine. Cowboy Nation, let me play my outro music because we're going to get this thing going. I'm about to wrap it up. So, hey, let's go. I'm taking the deal, Law Coach D. What's good with you, fam? I need to see a lot of fire in there. A lot of fire. It about to go down. I'm blow that out right quick. I'm looking for my outro music. I didn't have it already set, but here you go. There we go. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in on this Saturday. I really do. I thank everybody for being part of this thing. I thank those who subscribed. I thank those who wanted to subscribe but didn't subscribe. We're going to think about it later on. Appreciate every one of you guys. But let's continue to grind and shine, Cowboy Nation. Thank those who donated, too. Thank those who donated and help out the nation in that fashion. I know it almost broke your headphones, man. This is how the power and the force of Law Nation is coming through. That's how I come through. It scares the hell out of me sometimes. I'm sitting like, oh, my goodness. But we tell them. Come on, Cowboy Nation. We got one more game to go, baby. Me, Big Game James Skywalker, still will be calling the game. We will be there play-by-play, all live reactions, all live emotions, all live passion. We'll all be on the line, right? They said earlier this year, Law, why don't y'all stop it? We ain't doing nothing. We ain't gonna win nothing anyway, right? And I told them, no, we got to continue to fight. There's a puncher chance in everything that we can do. We didn't fold up like a wallet or a launcher. Now, we complain on our way, but we also started went from complaining to explaining, right? People got to get those things together. So we explain the situation, right? But in reality, when we contextualize everything, whatever happened this year would not be the same next year. I think that this team, going through the process, pledged with the realities of life, of losing this and losing that, We come out harder. We come out stronger. That's why I put the fire emojis there, right? That's why I say where the fire at. Fire brings out all of and pulls out all of the impurities, right? That's the only way you can cleanse yourself, right? Walking through the trails of fire, the hot sand pits of fire. So now that we're going to get this thing going the right way, let's go. Spartan. Write this down. You guys already know what I'm about to say, right? Write this down. Let's go. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all of the things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stir pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness, or body, or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and beset it with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, we will get it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's figure this thing out one way or another, baby. We out. Turn me up. Turn y'all volume down by killing your ears. There we go. One time, baby, for your mind. For my off button, man, I appreciate it. I need to have my off button on this keyboard over here, man. I need to program it that way. But I really appreciate y'all again. All right, now I'm really gone. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Let me play this again. Let me play this one again. Bam. Now it don't want to work, but this will work.